grabbed him! You're my friend now. I've got him. Yes, we got him. Yeah! In the words of Orbit, get the fuck out of my game. Woo! We did it! And we destroyed a bunch of stuff in the process. Lunar. Grab all this stuff and then we can turn into a good idea.
Lizard.
Oh god. Yeah.
I'm keeping you clean.
To the window and to the left. You turned one early there, Velios. One early.
Yeah, one early.
That's not me, so shush. I'm dead. That's not that kind of music. Now he's let's see how terrible I do that. Hey, I killed him.
Oh, we kill each other at the same time.
I'm just quickly now, okay, good.
Got it. No, it's not. It's still alive. I thought it was dead.
I'm just gonna get out of the water so I'm safe. And I've been slowed down. I'm dead because I got slowed.
Oh shit!
Damn it! You also die. So I don't get taken out by these guys in front of me. Because I don't know how to stay. They don't know how to speed up. Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! We decided to go for a blind legend and run on the side of the road. I misjudged that. We might have to. What are you looking at me for?
Betty bought her bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of butter that will make my batter better. So it was better. Betty bought a bit of better butter. Hey!
Wow, that was fucking amazing.
Thank you.
I can't follow that.
I have a weird skill with these things. I don't know.
Well done.
An unusual superpower. I was a theater kid. I guess that's probably part of it. You and me, baby. Let's go.
Kill it with a dream. Kill it with a dream. No! I'm in!
I'm climbing with the boat! Let me in the boat!
Oh, what? What is that? Well, hello everybody. I hope you're all doing absolutely fantastic today. We are literally... I'm actually excited to play this today because Final Fantasy XIV is one of my favourite games, and we are going to go kick some butt. We are going to start from the very beginning, so it's going to be fun. You will see my main character that I use like all the time, that I spent way too long on when we switch scenes, because I'm going to be starting in my home world, but we're going to be creating a different character, so it's going to be very different. But I hope everyone's doing absolutely fantastic today. I hope that you're all doing absolutely well, and let's just make sure that things are working here. Excuse me. Looks like it's working. So we're definitely going to hopefully be fine there, all being well. But yeah, so today we're going to be doing the first playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV, which is going to be fun. At some point, I'm going to be talking to Corby Shep, or Ash, as I know him. I'm going to speak to him about streaming, but streaming split fiction. I had to think what the name was for a second then. So I can do that on stream while we're playing that. But obviously, because of his time schedule, because obviously he works until 10 PM my time. I have to like figure something out with him to do that, which is totally fine. But we'll do that. We'll figure it out and go from there. Also, at about 9 PM, well, between 9 and 10 PM, I do have food shopping. So if we are going a bit later than 9 PM, I may have to take like 10-15 minutes just to go grab that and put it away and stuff. But obviously, if we are going till that time, then we can definitely make sure that that it's all fine. Also, give me 1 second. Let me send this message. That's actually right now. Okay, sorry, I just answering that message. But yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to switch over and we're going to get straight into it, because there's going to be a bit of a hefty intro. I'm going to have to start out my controls, and then we're going to go cry in a corner because we have to think things through. Obviously, as there was some votes in the Discord, you're more than welcome to join if you'd like. We did some votes in the Discord for what character, what race, what sex, and what starting class we're going to be doing. So I'll open up my phone in a minute to check that when we're going to the character selection stuff and all that fun stuff. Hopefully, fingers crossed, our world isn't going to be completely thingy. But like I said, you are going to get a look at my main character that I use anyways. And obviously, all these episodes will be uploaded to YouTube. So if you'd like to join my YouTube, I've got to remember where my YouTube stuff is, which I think is there. Here it is. So if you want to go onto my YouTube, so you can keep following the story later, if you do miss any sections of this gameplay, then it will be uploaded to there later. And I'm going to I'm going to create a separate thumbnail for it. So it's going to be fun for that. Because that will be the first time doing a proper thumbnail. But let's get straight into it, and let's switch over to the PC scene. There is a slight delay, and this is my main character that I use, which is Nero Ferrite. This is my Lalafell, my little dude that I use all the time. He's tiny and he's cute, and it still feels weird playing him when I've just recently come back to the game. Okay, so let's look up on the Discord and see what we have got for this. So it looks like the Hrothgar has been the choice for character. We have got male as the sex, and we have got the pugilist or pugilist. I think it's pronounced pugilist, but oh well, I always get it wrong anyways. So we'll definitely be doing that. Some things I probably won't do during stream. This will mostly be story focused and stuff like that. Like there may be slight detours to do, like the class quests or anything like that. But anything like unlocking certain things like glams and stuff, I can do offline, or I might do that online at some point as a separate video to show where things are, so anybody that is starting the game at a later date and they want some information on where to find stuff, then there'll be a separate video for that. Or I might just do that one as a recording and just just record that and record where everything is. So let's get straight into the shower. We can click on new character here. Okay, and we've not done a Hrothgar yet. So these are all the main characters for anybody that doesn't know. We've got the Hire. The Hire is said to be the first to have travelled to Eorzea from her surroundings, continents and islands. Three great migratory waves later, they are now the most populous of all the civilized races. They exhibit a relatively modest physique, both in height and build, and are known for their particularly short, rounded ears. Hires are well suited for travelling long distances by foot, a trait thought to account for their swift proliferation. Do apologise, I'm not all that good at pronouncing things. And then it says the espousal of a Celtic variety of languages and traditions is a legacy of their diverse heritage, as is their resulting lack of a unified cultural identity. So this is like your standard class year, like your human race. Then we've got the Elysian. I had to click on it for it to stay where it is. So we've got the Elysian. The Elysian is, in former times, the Elysian were the sole inhabitants of Eorzea, claiming dominion over her. Traditionally nomadic people, the tall, slender Elysian believed the realm to be theirs by divine right. Unfortunately, this belief made the eventual appearance of the Hire in their multitudes akin to an invasion, and a long history of conflict ensued. Ultimately, the Elysian diverged into the two clans that exist today. The Wildwood Elysian took to the forest to protect their homeland, while the Dust White Elysian withdrew to caves and subterranean, opting instead to avoid all contact with any but their own. Totally fair. The Lalafell, which is my main class. The Lalafell are wee people, sporting short, rotund bodies. The Lalafell appear as no more than children to the eyes of most. Many of these nimble little folk hail from the islands of the South Seas, where they practice a simple agricultural lifestyle. It was not until the opening of maritime trade routes that the gradual migration of Lalafells to Eorzea began. Now one of the most well-established races in the realm, Lalafells can be found in great numbers in nearly every city. Though Lalafellian culture places great emphasis on blood relations, individuals are known for getting along amicably with members of all races. The Mikote, which is the cat race. The ancestors of the Mikote made their way to Eorzea during the Age of Endless Frost, traversing the frozen seas in pursuit of the wildlife upon which they subsisted. Adaptation to a hunting lifestyle had fashioned them with a keen sense of smell, powerful legs and a tail which provides them with exceptional balance. Mikote are known to be very territorial, and many individuals tend to lead solitary lifestyles, particularly males. So basically this is like one of the most played classes in this game. So I mean, it is a cool class, and you can get some really cool looks from them, which is really cool. So the Rogadin, which is like a beast, is like literally built for tanking. Known for their bravery, their brawny builds and piercing eyes, the Rogadin are the largest and most rugged of Eorzea's races. The majority of the realm's Rogadin belong to the Sea Wolf clan, a maritime people who earn their keep on or by the sea, be it as sailors, fishermen, or pirates. Comparatively fewer in number are the Hellsguard, who are known for their more earnest demeanours and can often be found working as bodyguards and smithies. Totally fair. The Ul'Dah, which is basically like a dragon race, so you can see like the look. I also need to do that with him just so you can see like the back, so you can see what it looks like at the back. It's really cool. Okay, the Ul'Dah, the curved horns and beautifully patterned scales that characterise the Ul'Dah often give rise to speculation that members of this hare-like race, native to the far eastern continent of Ul'Dah, are in fact the progeny of dragons. This, however, has long been disputed, with scholars citing several distinct differences in the two races as evidence of Decidelity. I don't know how to pronounce it. I do apologise. Decidedly, even I think that's what it says. Decidedly dissimilar roots. The first and foremost being the enhanced hearing and spatial recognition granted by an Ul'Dah's cranial projections, traits not attributed to draconian horns. So these things here. And the second being the gross disproportion in body mass between our males and females, again a trait widely unseen in dragons. So obviously like the males are like these really big husky hulky peak creatures, and then the females are a lot more smaller, as you can see. So you know, there is that. Then we've got the Hrothgar. So these next two classes, the Hrothgar and the Viera, they're both only available when you purchase the game. If you get the free trial, these two classes will not be available for you to play until you purchase the game. But you can always get a Fantasia and, you know, change one of these classes if you want to in later on if you do get the free trial. So the Hrothgar, this is the class that we're going to be playing. Hailing from the distant shores of Ilzabad, the Hrothgar are a burly people of iron-like appearance, or the males are, at least. Females number staggeringly few among their population, and thus are rarely so much as glimpsed by the other races. The Hrothgar's imposing countenance, mitigated not all by their sharp claws and still sharp fangs, incited panic amongst Eorzeans upon their arrival, as they were also unable to communicate. Initial interactions with the common folk often escalated into conflict. It was not until the Hrothgar gained mastery of the common tongue that fears were allayed, and in time they would be as neighbours welcome in all corners of the realm. So this is the female, and the female was actually only recently added during the last DLC. So, you know, pretty cool. Right, so the Viera. I have played this class as well. It is a good class. The only thing that I feel like I don't like about this class is just how boring like the emotes seem. Probably that's literally my only downfall. I don't know what it's like on the female because I've never played a female Viera, but the male Viera, like I feel like they're very boring. So the Viera, of all tall stature and slender frame, the Viera's physical appearance is strikingly similar to that of the Hire and Elysian, save for their distinctive long ears, adhering to a strict code known as the Green Word. They are prohibited from contact with the outside world under threat of exile. Their society is purely matriarchal. Can't even say it. Matriarchal. Oh, god damn it, I can't say it. That word. Matriarchal. I think that's how it's pronounced, I could be wrong. And males of age are seldom, if ever, found within the bounds of any village. They instead serve as protectors of the wood from the shadows, that no evil may ever encroach on their sacred lands. So if you ever go into a settlement where where it's home to Vieras, you won't see very, very many males. Okay, so the Hrothgar, this is what we're going to be playing as. So, and we're going with male, so we're going to put it in this light just so we can see like the colours and stuff a little bit better on what it's going to be looking like during the light time. And we can have standard, we can also have a unique pose. You don't show job, we can have small clothes. Oh, I like the actions, like, oh, what? Oh, what? I like that. Okay, so we're going to go as higher. We just click the tick. Okay, so we've got two things. So we've got the Helians and we've got the Lost. So let's read the Helians first. So Helians have traditionally been content to reside in southern Ul'Dah with their respective tribes, devout servants to their queens, one and all, and thus have they only but recently begun to make their presence felt throughout the remainder of the 3 continents. Through these, Hrothgar initially had no words to describe themselves. Scholars came to call them Helians after observing how their lives all but revolved around their queen's needs as planets circled the sun. The stats don't matter, so I'm not going to read the stats. The Lost. Unlike their Helian brethren, the Lost are unbound by the whims of any reigning monarch, having long since found themselves bereft of the one radiance of their queen. Most find that a nomadic lifestyle best suits their situation and are known to apply a variety of trades that align with their propensity, I think that's how it's pronounced, to travel. Seasonal labourer, mercenary and peddler among them. Okay, so I don't know, do we go with the Helion? I think we're going to go Helion. I like the Helion. Look at the Helion. Let's see what stuff we can do here. Okay, so I want him shorter. I want him to be I want him to be a bit shorter than what he actually seems. Tail shape. So we can have a big fluffy tail. We can have a straight. We can have a smaller tail, or we can have a smaller fluffy. I like the smaller fluffy one, I think. Okay. Tail length. Do you want a longer one? Let's have a look here. So that's how it looks shorter. That's how it looks taller, and that's where it was. I think maybe there. Right, a bit short, so it's not so in your face. Right, face. So we can change face. I wonder if that means we can change the hair. Oh, we can actually change the hairstyle. That's cool. I love the little whiskers. Like the little whiskers on the front. It looks more like a Corel. And that one's got the horn. I do like that one though. Like that sort of face seems a bit more what I'd go for. Okay, skin colour. So we can have him bright yellow if we want to, or bright red. But I think what we can go for is like really nice chocolate colour. I quite like that. Hairstyle. It's got some cool hairstyles, look. I do kind of like that. That kind of works. A big poof. I love that. I like that as well though. Like that one looks quite good. Like, you know, simple, but the hair is all tied up and thingy. But I don't think it works with this guy. Right, so that's what we want. Okay. Just want to make sure that I get the right place. I like that one as well. What's that one? Some big curly locks. I love it. Definitely needs to have purple hair like myself. That's for sure. But I do like that one. That one's like a really nice one. I think we'll keep that one for now until we find something later. Okay, so fur colour. So we don't have to have a pattern, but... If we do have a pattern though, we can have it... like a nice deep purple there. And if that's somewhat matching, that's more blue than it is purple. I wouldn't mind a purple, but I don't think there's a purple in this side of things. We'll go with the blue, I think. See, if we are doing that though, we need to go with that one. That looks better, I think. We can choose the pattern now, look. So we've got the stripes. We can also have leopard print. Oh, what's this one? This is a new one. Okay, I kind of like that. That kind of goes really nicely with it. But I feel like we need a better... one light. Yeah, one light so we can actually see that pattern a bit better. Obviously, eventually we are going to have things that are going to cover it up anyways. So that's not too much of a problem. Okay, the jar. Okay, so we've got a bit smaller jar. Okay, let's go with that. Eye shape. Okay, iris size. Have small or large. I think the small ones look nice. Okay, eye colour. Let's go with purple. I feel like purple would be nice. Maybe lighter purple, maybe. Just like lighter. Yeah. There we go. Perfect. Eyebrows. I don't know why. Let's go with that. That looks good. I like that. Nose. It's also like that's got a bit wider. I think I like nose too. It's not as wide, but it makes sense because, you know. Also, we can have smaller ones, I think. We'll go with the smaller ones. Facial features, let's have a look. Yeah, I'm going to take the fur bits because I don't really like the fur bits. Scar? No, we don't want a scar. Okay, we'll leave that on. What's that? Oh, that. I am mustachio. I love it. Right, we're going to leave the mustache off. I feel like that title actually adds to it more. Title colour, let's go with like a dark purple. Yeah, perfect. Face paint, we don't need face paint. Faint colour. Okay, voice. Oh god, we zoomed in too much. Okay, what's voice 2? Okay, so I'm currently liking 5. It's like a really gravelly voice. Okay, we're gonna go with 5. I feel like 5 fits it. Okay, confirm. Alright, so confirm here. Save appearance data, yes. Do it on there. Okay, so this part doesn't matter, so we're just gonna go at 9. That's gonna be that one. There we go. This part doesn't really matter. Because I'm not going to read all this because it's going to take forever if we do. I'll go with Thalic. I always go with Thalic. I don't know why, but I always go with Thalic. Okay, DPS. So we chose Pugliest, but we have got different ones. So we've got the tanks, which is the Gladiator. Obviously, this then turns into the Paladin. I'm not going to read all the stuff, but as it says, corresponding job Paladin. Then we've got the Marauder, which is Big Axe guy, which turns into a warrior. Then we've got the Healers, which we start off with the Conjurer, which is the white that then turns into White Mage. Pugliest, which we're going with, which turns into Monk. We've got the Lancer, which turns into Dragoon. We've got the Bard that turns into the Bard from the Archer. The Thaumaturge, which turns into the Black Mage. And then we've got the Arcanist, which switches between two jobs, which is the Summoner and the Scholar. The Scholar is the healer, the Summoner is the range DPS. Obviously, like on YouTube, if anybody is watching, you'll be able to pause and read through these different stuff if that's something that you want to. And we're also going to be starting in Ul'Dah. This part I will read, because obviously this is the city that we're going to be living in until whenever. So, Ul'Dah. The bustling commercial hub of Ul'Dah sits amid the desolate desert landscape of southern Aldenard. Ul'Dah culture is known for its affluence, and the wealth of the nation comes in large part from its abundant mineral resources and cloth crafting industry. Though it is the Sultana who claims sovereignty, true power is wielded by the Syndicate, a council sat by 6 of Ul'Dah's most elite and influential. Naldfal, even, is the nation's patron deity, and 2 great halls devoted to his 2 aspects lie in the east and west of the city. So something rather basic, but Ul'Dah is a really beautiful place. I love Ul'Dah. Like, you know, there's so much cool stuff. And then, obviously, like, you know, then we've got Gridania, which is more of a forest biome area, which is also beautiful. And then you've got the Limsa, which is more of a, like, really big, like, bustling seaport city. And it's, like, really cool. But, obviously, we're going to be starting in thinking about what I'll do here, so you can read those. I'm just going to hold that there for 1 second, and then hold that there for 1 second, so you can read them later if you're watching this on YouTube. Okay. You have selected. I have not selected Excalibur. I hear that it does that. I want to go. Creation of characters on this world is currently restricted. You must either wait for this restriction to be lifted or create a character on another world. In the event you create a character on another world, you may use the world visit system to play on this one. Okay. Let's go with. I've already got one on there. I can go Leviathan, or I can go Ultros. I've already got one on Ultros as well. You know, I just want to go Ultros because Ultros is my other home world. Like, that's where I lived before I met. Before I met Ashed. So we're gonna go to Ultros. Ultros seems not to be full. Let's confirm. So the name is going to be Prince Nero. Because Prince Nero is the name that was before I met Ashed. So we're going to be that. Okay. That character's going to be used. Please input. What do you mean that name can't be used? Ah, yeah, he reacted to it. That's cool. Okay. Let's go with. Is it because I've already got a name on this server called that? Nero F. Hey, there we go. I can call him Nero Ferrite. So we're just going to keep it as Nero Ferrite because Nero Ferrite is my other character's name, so that's good. Begin a new game with this character. Okay. So here we go. Obviously we're starting in Ul'Dah. That's why, because I have a character called Prince Nero. That's fine. Sorry, that took a bit of time. to get the character set up. But that's totally okay. Now, I do have friends on this server, so we may end up bumping into them, and it might also be useful later on. You know, sorry, just do a bit of clean up there. So yeah, we just got to wait to get in now. And we're already in. Look at that. Oh. So yeah, so this is the start of the game. This is a Realm Reborn. This is where it all starts. Which I'll explain later on how we got to this to these events in this one.
Here. Here. Feel. Hear, feel, think.
Hey. Hey, you. Sorry, there's going to be a lot of reading in this one, so I do apologise. I hope everyone's doing well. You alright, lad? You were moaning something fierce for a while there. I'm not really going to try and do accents and voices because I'm really not good at it, so, you know, I'll do what I can, but I can't promise it's going to be great. Feeling the effects of the ether, I reckon. You'll get used to it, though. Don't worry. You there. Halt. What's all this about? Inspection men. Search the carriage. I'm just an honest peddler, friend. So, don't be too disappointed if you don't find nothing, eh? Mind your tongue, old man. Least I cut it out. Oh, wow, that's a bit brutal. Sir, look. Somnus. Honest peddler, was it? Since when do honest peddlers deal in prohibited herbs? You're in a lot of trouble, old man. You'll rot in a dungeon till the end of your days, unless you can afford the fine. Nope. Nope. Heh. Business as usual. What? Almalgia. To arms. That just sounded so awful in my ears. 7 hells. Consider this a warning. Now go. All of you. Oh, well, he just got absolutely knocked out. Phew. That kind of excitement ain't good for the art. You be careful around them brass blades, lad. Bastards will have the shirt off your back if they fancy it. Like common bandits, they are only less honest. Thank the gods for sending some beastmen to the rescue. Hey, seeing as we've still got a long ride ahead, you mind keeping me company until we arrive? Them young'uns don't much care for conversation, see? Brent's the name, and Peddling's my trade. And judging by your unusual garments, I'll wager you're one of the new adventurers. That we are. And you were going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Now that's what I call living. So long as you can avoid dying. I mean, ain't no secret that the adventurers are risky business these days, especially. What was it that first attracted you to it? Oh, this is a question. So why did you become an adventurer? To gain power, to win glory, to mass fortune, or we can stay silent? Ooh, I'm just gonna stay silent. I'm not sure what to say there. Well, if he ain't inclined to tell, he ain't about to pry. Might be as old Brent's chatterbox, but he sure as hell ain't no busybody. We all have a secret or three, don't we? Me? Dozens. Oh, okay, so that just brings it up, that's fine. At least now that can't be seen on my seat. It's so small. That's alright, at least you don't see it there, that's good. I have to go into, later on when I finished, I might have to go into my settings and download my settings from my previous game. Well, not my previous game, but my other save, and then upload it to this one. So I get all my controls from that, so I don't have to faff about later. We all have them secrets, or three, don't we? Me, dozens. And I'd rather they stay secret too, which is why I don't go sticking my nose where it ain't welcome. Just remember though, there are more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. That is true. By the by, excuse me, is this your first trip to Ul'Dah? No, of course I've been to Ul'Dah more than enough time to know my way around it. But of course it ain't. Still might be at the journeyed interrent. Wait a minute, is it? 1 second, just trying to. Interrent has a few new things to teach you about your destination. Yeah. Ul'Dah is ruled by the Sultana in name. But as most folks know, the Syndicate holds all the real power. Them and their monetarist cronies would happily get rid of her grace altogether, but that won't happen while she still commands the loyalty of the royalists, and the royalists are nothing if not loyal. These factions have long fought over power, throwing the weight of their wealth against each other, and they show no sign of stopping. Of course, the lizard men, that's the Amalja, which they what we just saw, couldn't care less about Ul'Dah politics. They have their own interests. See, Cian. They ain't afraid to use force to serve them. They say war is a gift to peddlers. Need breeding profit, and though it shames me to say it, I'm inclined to agree. At long last, behold, Ul'Dah, jewel of Thanalan, where folk turn. Welcome in, Mads. How are you doing? Behold, Ul'Dah, jewel of Thanalan, where folk turn sand into gold. Hope you're doing well, Mads. We're just getting started here in Final Fantasy.
In the sun-baked south, surrounded by the shifting sands of an endless desert, she rises. A solitary rose amidst the dust and rock, a symbol of defiance. Her name, Ul'Dah.
Ul'Dah. Very beautiful place.
Even with the coming
How are
of
you?
the seventh
Well, so far we've
Underworld,
literally just been watching a bunch of cutscenes and got his character created. That's literally about it so far.
and merchants who vie for lost fortunes in this
But we're getting there.
bustling oasis.
We are getting there.
As the twin faces of Nold Thal maintain their vigil over all that has been and shall be, the present proffers a brave soul.
Yeah, so this is just like the intro to the game right now, so there's just a bunch of talking and
One
stuff.
whose arrival could mark the beginning of a new era of prosperity for the realm.
And there we are, look. Here's where we part ways, lad. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares, then it's onto the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this, by way of thanks for putting up with me, Prattle. What is it? You never did tell me your name though, hey. But there's an idea. Become the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met, and I'll consider us square. Fair enough.
May the traders nurture our fortunes as they kindle the flames which burn within us all. For by fire are we reborn.
He used the word. He used the word. Sorry. Final Fantasy 14. The music in this game, just there'll be times where I'll just sit and I'll just listen to music because it's just so good. So we finally made it to Ul'Dah. Look at my teeth. Look at teeth. But this is where we're going to see a whole bunch of different races. And then even more when we when the game opens up and we can see all the other players. Oi, Ventura, over here. Aye, I mean you. Fresh off the carriage, by any chance, sir? How can I tell? Huh. Name's Waymond, and my business is knowing every bugger else. Hey, Raspberry, how are you doing? Hi. Now then, what if I were to offer you some invaluable advice by way of welcoming to our fair city? Free of charge even, just this one's like. Not many spoons this evening, but hope all well. Everything is going very, very well. I'm just getting started here on Final Fantasy 14 on this new character, and we are going to have fun and Also crying and crying at the same time. Welcome to Ul'Dah, the shining beacon of prosperity rising from the deserts of Fanalan. Please select the control scheme you wish to use. That's a keyboard. Okay. Follow the instructions to move your character and adjust position when you're ready. Okay, I don't need to do this. No, I don't need to load that because I already know what I'm doing. I've already got 40 messages that I'll need to go turn in at some point. I never played in Final Fantasy. Yeah, believe it or not, my first Final Fantasy game that I played was, I think, Final Fantasy 13. I could be wrong. That was my very first one. That was back when, you know, I had like PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 and stuff. Then I played Final Fantasy 15. And then I went back by going and playing Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. Sorry, not Rebirth, Remake. That's because I never played that one. I never played the original. Then obviously I played Rebirth. Then I played 16. And then I found out about this game. And I've got into this game. There is a lot of lore. And especially in this game, like, you'll see like things from other Final Fantasy games. And I absolutely love that about this. But obviously this is the MMO, this is like, you know, like one of the most popular MMOs out, one of, you know, and this is a hot take, but I feel like with the way that they've got this game, yes, whilst there is, you know, things that are bad about, you know, most games anyways when it comes to MMOs, I feel like with this one they've done it well, because rather than it being, you know, an MMO first and then a story adventure second, this one they've put more emphasis on the story. So all your stuff that you do in the game all leads to actually to an actual goal at the end. So like obviously like we've just started, so we just got to Ul'Dah, which is our starting area, of course. Obviously, you know, we're just starting out, but because of that, it's really good because obviously, you know, we're able to learn all this stuff. Obviously, like, this isn't my main character. My main character's on another area, which is Behemoth, and he's a Lalafell, so he's like this tall, like literally to my knee, maybe a little bit taller, maybe probably about to there, to where my hand is. So I've got like two totally opposite characters right now. It's kind of funny. But this guy's not my main character. Okay, one thing I do need to change is if I go into my system config. Mouse settings? Controller. No, wait a second. I think it's in character config. Now I have the legacy type on. And the reason why we do that is then when I move backwards, it turns me around instead of it being, you know, straightforward. And that's totally fine. Okay, so now that we've done that, we need to go speak to this guy again. Okay. That's just giving us the thing of initiating quests and stuff. Okay, coming to Ul'Dah. To be recognised as an adventurer in the city-state of Ul'Dah, you must register yourself with the Adventurers Guild. Accept. But yeah, it's really cool. It is plain to anyone with eyes that you don't know your way around here. If I let you go wandering off down the nearest dark alley, you're certain to get mugged or worse. And I don't want that on my conscience. So before you do anything else, you'll want to head over to the Quicksand and speak to Momodi. She's the master of the Adventurers Guild and can set you on the right path. That's fair. Just take these steps over yonder and pass through the double doors. You'll find her inside. And that's as much as you're getting for free. Good luck with the adventurer and adventurer. Well, that's nice of him. Just like give us like the smallest amount of information and then be like, right, okay. You have begun a quest. Use the duty list to help you complete your tasks. I don't need to use the duty list. I know exactly where I'm going. Okay. So we can do this now and Nana Murko, let's have a look. Let's see what you say. Do you say anything? If you're looking to mingle with folk from all over, then the Quicksand is the place for you. Okay. Okay, so we need to go to Momodi. Oh, go away. Okay, Momodi, Quicksand project. Yeah. That word. What are you pointing at, Murder? Why, hello there. Who might you be? If you're looking to join the Adventurers Guild, you've come to the right place. Name's Mimodi, and I own this fine establishment if it pleases you. I also manage the Adventurers Guild here in Ul'Dah, so if you might say that looking after green adventurers like yourself is my vocation. Sorry, it's just a pop-in today, but hope to catch another stream soon. Sending hot chocolate with whipped cream and marshmallow vibes. Thank you very much. I absolutely love hot chocolate and marshmallows and whipped cream. So it's a perfect combination. But no worries, Raspberry. Hope you have a fantastic day. And all right, calm down, bike. And hope you have a lovely day. You take care, and I will speak to you when you return. Bye. And lucky for you, that is it. Without someone like me to steer you right, you'd soon find yourself cut in the middle of nowhere, caught up in business you don't understand. That's fair. Like our conflict with the Amalja, for example, they've been plaguing the Sultanate for nigh on forever now. Then there's the Guardian Empire. None can say for sure what they're plotting these days, only that they are. Aye, the people drink and make merry, but underneath it all, there's worry, and a lingering feeling of loss. And little wonder, it's scarce between 5 years since the lesser moon cracked open like a giant egg, releasing apparently I can't speak today. Releasing an abomination intent on turning the realm into the eighth hell. So much was lost in the blink of an eye. It was like the end of the world had come at last. But then things began to get foggy. Everyone got their own version of what happened next. Some of them, two or three. You'd think people will remember something like that, but the fact is they don't. Nobody does. Yeah. So what she's talking about there is the calamity that happened, and this calamity was what restarted this MMO off, because originally, they brought out the Final Fantasy 14 MMO. And it wasn't great, so they had to redo it all. Which, for those that was there in those times, I wasn't there because, at the time I didn't really have, I didn't even know about this game. I didn't even know it was on PlayStation at this time. But obviously I've watched a lot of videos to understand what happened before then, to know what's, to where we are now and why it's called the Realm Reborn. So obviously, like back then, there was a big calamity, and the fight with the Guardians, and ourselves were in this fight. Plus, the people that we're going to be some of the people that we're going to be meeting, and the calamity was happening. This was with one of the primals, which are what they're called in this game. And then we get sent forward in time. I'm not sure exactly how many years. I've watched this so many times, but I still can't remember. We get brought forward in time, and this is why we're here in Ul'Dah now. Is we've been brought forward in time. I think it's like something like 10 years. Could be wrong, but I think it's 10 years. So being brought forward 10 years, and now we're here to basically go through everything again. And the guy that sent us back, he sacrificed himself to be able to get us back. To, get us back into this timeline that we're in. So everything that happens from here on out is all the events, after that calamity happened. And I think it's kind of cool that they did that. Okay, So there is one thing the survivors agree on, though: the part played by a band of adventurers who laid down their lives for a realm that wasn't their own. They fought valiantly, and like so many of us, they never returned deeds worth remembering. I'm sure you'll agree. This is just a shame. It's just a shame our recollection of those brave heroes are as jumbled as those of the calamity itself. Whenever we try to call their faces to mind, it's like they're standing between us and the midday sun, permanently silhouetted. I'll bet that sounds poetic, don't you? Doesn't it? Sorry. I'll bet that sounds poetic to you, doesn't it? Well, it's not. It's bloody infuriating. But even if we can't remember them, we're not to let them be forgotten. And so we call them the Warriors of Light. And they'll forever stand as a shining example of what adventurers can achieve. That's why I welcome new arrivals like yourself to our fair city. All I ask is that you lend a helping hand and try to leave Ul'Dah in a better state than you found her. If you can promise that, I'd be happy to let you join the guild. Alright then, a promise is a promise. Now, I'm counting on you to help to put the past behind us. We need people working and spending and bickering like the old days. And a happy and prosperous Ul'Dah means more business for the quicksand too, which is always good. Any road, let's make this official. Go ahead and write your name in the register neat as you can. I love Mamodi. Mamodi's awesome. Nero Ferrite. Well, ain't that a charming name? Just rolls off the tongue, it does. There we go. Sorry, words are hard. Alright, Master Ferrite. On behalf of the Adventurers Guild, I officially... Please, sir, be merciful. 12 as my witness. I swear to you, I'll bring you your money. Debt collector. In the East, it is said that even a merciful god might be driven to vengeance if thrice blasphemed. Be grateful you were given a fourth chance to offend. You two, attend to this scum. Oh no. No, please, mercy. Well, ain't that a sorry sight, nor an uncommon one. If I'm honest, don't worry though. If you work hard, I doubt you'll end up like him. Just the same, if you ever need a bit of advice about one thing or another, pay me a visit. Just don't go bothering me every time you stub your bloody toe, alright? I love that. Of course, I do enjoy hearing tell of a gentleman's wars with the woman from time to time. Any road, welcome to Ul'Dah, Nero. Take a moment to catch your breath, and I'll teach you a little about our fair city. Here we go. Okay, we have completed this one. Quest complete. And we've got the second quest, which is where the Pugliest. This concludes the introductory game tutorial. You have taken the first step as an adventurer in the city of Ul'Dah. Listen well to the wisdom of Mamodi. Then go forth and discover the incredible adventures that await you. Okay, let's do that. That's telling us about that scenario guide. That's just basically telling us about this little thing up here. Okay. Mamodi, the proprietress of the quicksand, wants you to perform 3 tasks that will help you learn the fundamentals of adventuring. Accept. Let's get this done. Also, what we'll do is we'll read this out and then we'll run ads really quickly, and then we should be fine. Before you go charging off to find your fortune, I have a few basic tasks I'd like you to perform, so as to help you get to know the place. First of all, I want you to visit the Aetheryte Plaza. To get there, Head west from here till you reach Emerald Avenue. Then look to the north. You should see a giant floating crystal called an aetherite. If it weren't for aetherites travelling around the Earth, it would be a damn sight more troublesome than it is. Of course, you'll still need to attune with them before you can use them, so be sure to do that with the one in the plaza. Have you ever attuned with an aetherite before, Nero? If not, just lay your hand on the thing and you'll see what I mean. Okay. When you're done that, I want you to pay a visit to the Pugliese Guild over at the Platinum Mirage. Okay. Assuming those weapons of yours ain't just for sure, you might consider training there. And finally, I want you to visit the Sapphire Avenue Exchange over on the steps of Thal. Goods from all across the Earthsea and beyond turn up there every day. You'll have no trouble finding armour, weapons, or anything else a fledgling adventurer like yourself might need. Okay, you might say that everything's for sale here in Ul'Dah, as long as you've got the gil. Just make sure as you don't pay more than you ought, Nero. There's plenty as won't scruple to swindle unsuspecting foreigners like yourself, especially if they think no one's looking out for their best interests. Which is why I'm giving you this letter. When you visit the exchange, find a gentleman named Cesaroga, and give it to him. He'll be happy to tell you about the markets once he's read it. In short then, visit Aetherite Plaza, the Pugliese Guild, and the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Simple. Oh, but before you go, a word of advice. While there are more than a few unsavoury characters out there who'll try to take advantage of you, there are also some with honest to goodness problems, so you should consider offering a helping hand to a lot of folk are lured to this city by the promise of wealth and power. What many of them fail to realise is that instead of chasing after Gil, the moment they get here, they ought to be making friends, which is fair. Let it be known that you're willing to give as much as you get, and opportunities will come your way. Speaking of which, you should speak with the smith over yonder. Those lads always have some good advice for up-and-coming adventurers. Otherwise, that's about it from me. It's past time you got going. Oh, and let me know when you're finished, will you? That way I won't spend my days worrying. That you're down to your small clothes without a guild to your name. Totally fair. Totally fair. Quest acquired. Sorry, quest accepted. It's going to tell us about the main menu. That's fine. Navigation. That's fine. We don't need to worry too much about that, to be fair. All right. I'm going to quickly be right. I'm going to run the ads. And I'm going to be right back really, really quick because I need to go use the bathroom. So I shall return. I'm just going to leave it on this scene, but we will be back. Okay, we are back. Right, so since we're waiting for ads, I'm going to do some running around. So we need to go close to home. So we need to go do this stuff so we can do this. And that is the side path. That's one side path. Yeah, I want to go the other way first. Because we want to grab this Aetherite down here, is it? Yeah. Let's grab this little shard. Because the shards will help us travel into areas that we need to go to as well. To jump around the map. So we'll definitely grab this. You now have Aetherite. You now have access to the Aetherite. Quick travel throughout the city can be achieved by simply placing your hand upon Aetherite shards. Okay. Yeah, so the shards just basically make it so we can actually just travel around a bit easier. And I've got other actual players in here, which is kind of cool. Alright, so we want to go this way. So we can also sprint and move a little bit faster. Got all the sprouts. Love it. Okay, I was trying to see if one of my friends were there, but they're not. Right, let's attune to this. You attuned to the Aetherite. Oh yay, we did a thing, look at us. Hail, adventurer. Might you have come at the behest of Miss Malmody of the Quicksand? Excellent, which brings us to the matter of the attunement fee. That will be 100,000 gil, if you please, sir. Excuse me. Ha 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 ha. Apologies, but I do so relish the opportunity to make that jest. The look on your face was absolutely priceless. But the fact that you were so easily deceived suggests to me that you are unfamiliar with the use of Aetherites. Allow me to explain. These crystalline agglomerations, I probably said that totally wrong, so I do apologise. Agglomerations tap into ethereal energies and are primarily used as a means to travel swiftly from one place to another. Perchance you have heard of return and teleport. Well, these transportation spells make direct use of the Aetherite and their connection to the flow of ether. Given that there is an Aetherite in almost every corner of Eorzea, any adventurer with a mind to explore the realm will wish to seek out and attune himself to each and every one. But even if you have no intention of wandering beyond the Sultanate borders, it would be prudent for you to attune yourself to any Aetherites you encounter from now on. I pray you found that informative. Should you wish to learn more about Aetherites or transportation magic, I should be happy to answer your questions. Return learned. You attune with the Aetherite, you are now able to use the return spell. Which is like a get out of jail free card for, if you haven't got any gil. Which is cool. Okay. So we've got that done. So we need to go visit the Pugliest Guild. I don't know where that is, so let's have a look. So it looks like the Pugliest Guild is, let's have a look. So if I click it here, so, well, it's on the tab where we need to be anyways. That's cool. A minute. No, apparently it's down here somewhere, apparently. No, it must be down. Oh, it's down here, look. I didn't even think about this, to be fair. Oh. Hold on. There we go. Okay. So we need to speak to this person. Here. Greetings and welcome to the Pugliest Guild. I see you already walk to the path of the Pugliest, yet your journey has only just begun. I highly recommend you add your name or role, for there is no better place in all the realm to train in our discipline than here. The origins of Pugliism, as we know it, can be tracked back to the staging of bare-handed bouts at the Colosseum. These contests attracted fighters from all far and wide, bringing their myriad styles crashing together on the blood sands. Okay. Amidst this chaotic intermingling of styles, there rose a Puglist of singular strength and skill. This woman made it her life's mission to master every form she encountered, that she might refine her art. Among her many songs-worthy exploits, we Puglists remember her participation in a gladiator tournament most fondly. Back when bare-handed fighting was still seen as a pastime for peasants, she took on fully armed and armoured gladiators and effortlessly, yep, you know what I meant, bested the lot of them. Word of her feat spread across the realm like wildfire. Of course, and Ul'Dah swiftly transformed into a centre of Puglism, with people flocking from all over to train under this master among masters. The woman's name was Cornelia, and it is to her that the Puglist Guild owes its existence. The art practiced here is based on her all-encompassing style, and this training hall is modelled upon the one which she once built. And there it is, a brief history of our guild. I told this tale 1,000 times, but gods, it never falls to fan the flames of my fighting spirit. Now then, should you wish to proceed with enrolment, you must first obtain the guildmaster's approval. Let me know if you would like to meet him. Yes, so you are ready to present yourself to the guildmaster's inspection. Gagaruna wishes you to reaffirm your desire to join the Puglist Guild. Accept. Master Harmon is among the greatest Puglists of our time. For long years, the man ruled the blood sands as the holiest fist drew, though he has since retired in favour of training aspiring fighters. You will find him overseeing his charges. Yonder, go now and show to him the fighting spirit that burns within you. Okay, quest accepted. Okay, cutscene. Past time you got your ass back there, you. Well, what did the dancer have to say about my proposition? Eh? You're not my errand boy. There's no dancer. There never was. I'm not doing anything indecent. I swear to gods. What? You're here to enroll? Oh, well, why didn't you say so sooner? In my capacity as guildmaster, I would be glad to give you a primer on the art of primer? I'd fight him in Premier, but I guess it's primer. That's fine. The primer on the art of hand-to-hand combat. Doubtless you already know this, but we Puglists fight with our fists and feet. While these don't deal as much damage as a blade, it hardly matters when you can land several blows for each swing of the sword. What we lack in destructive force, we more than make up for in speed and cunning. Under my guidance, not only will you master striking techniques, you'll also learn to string them together to deliver an endless fury of back blows. Only through such fierce combinations can a Puglist realise his potential. Yeah. I love how he's trying to punch me then not touching me. It's funny. Crikey, I'm spent from all this talking. You ought to speak more, son. It'd give me a chance to catch my breath. But where was I? Alright, joining the guild. Before you do so, I must warn you that the path of the Puglist is long and arduous. Do you believe you've got what it takes to go the distance? Be honest with yourself now. Can you go the distance? Yes. We can go the distance. Yes, you have fighting spirit. I can see it in your eyes. I see no reason to deny you a place in these halls. Welcome to the guild, son. For your first lesson, I want you to test your fledgling skills against the vermin of Thanalan. Get out there and put down 3 marmots, 3 hornets, and 3 shrews. Return here when the deed is done. Okay. Okay, so we need to go do that. So we'll go do that before we go get this last one, which is the Seren Gozer explanation of the markets. Also, I'm going to go up here and go grab this crystal that's up here, just so we don't have to come back and just so we don't have to do that. And then once we've done that, we can head out, and everything should be fine. Running, we're running over here. Run. You now have Aetherite access to the Thaumaturge Guild. Yeah, so one of the cool things about Final Fantasy that I love is it's not like WoW, World of Warcraft, where you have to pick one skill, you have to pick one class and you have to go through that class and you have to create a new character to also do that. What's cool about Final Fantasy is that you're able to get every single class from every single from every single thing. So let's have a look on the map here. Where's it telling us to go? So Central Thanalan. So we need to go all the way down here and come out here. That's fine, because then what we can do that, and hopefully we can go to the Black Brush Station and grab that Aetherite there, so we don't have to do stuff from there either. Monica Nightshade. I like some of these names, quite cool. And Arisifar. Huh. But yeah, so you're going to see a lot of like different names and stuff, which is fine. Okay. And we've barely even begun. Right, battle. Okay, and then achievements. Okay. Right, so we've got the Star Mammoths locked, so we need 3 of them. Aye, punch him. I love that. Experience points, binding items. Alright, that's those. And I've got huge hornets. And okay. No more around here, no? Okay. I know there's a huge hornet here, look. Great Adamantoise, level 12. We're definitely not going to go touching that just yet. And then we also need to find a snapping shrew. Right, that's them. Snapping shrew. Let's have a look here. That's down here. We're going to go down here and grab this, and then we'll go over and up and grab the other thing, and then that should be fine. But yeah, once I've once we've finished here today, I'm going to upload my controls from the other game just to make it a little bit easy for myself, because I've got them set a certain way. Hey, we leveled up. He just got absolutely kishmogged. Right, so that's done. So what we're going to do is we are going to travel up there really quickly and go grab that, and then we can travel back down and grab that, so Let's make this map a bit smaller because it's a bit problematic being so big. It takes up like all of the screen. Oh, we got shot on it. It's fine now. The cool thing is we can move things around to put them into places where it's a bit more better for us. So that's good, at least. And then worker. Yeah, we're going to go grab this 8th right, so then we've got a place to travel when we need to. And it just says it's doing it later, that's all. What do we get as next? No, wrong thing, that's his friends. That's the one I wanted. So at level 4 is his next skill. That's fine. Which I'm pretty sure we'll get to level 4 by the time we've turned in both of these quests. So, possibly. Could be wrong. But yeah, like I said, I'm just grabbing this and then we're going to go right back down to the opposite side and everything should be good. Teleport learned. Well, because I don't have money, we're not teleporting, so we're going to be walking for a little bit. Get a bit of us exercising for the day. God, doesn't that look so beautiful though? Just the view. Do you know what it is? Before we get too far here, I'm actually going to get a picture here. Hopefully we ain't got no thingies. So what I need to do is I need to go to character. Wait, do I actually have the? Do I actually have that's main commands, character, do a extra O's. Oh, we do have G-pose. I'll just pop you there for now. Because we're going to do a G-pose here really quickly. No, we don't that one now. Oh god, oh I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that at all. Can I just get any more? Yeah, we're going to 60 posts so we can change that. Social emotes, we're going to do... Too happy. Sorry, just getting this for thumbnail. So we're going to do that really quickly so we don't forget. No one. Let's look over. I'm trying to think of what finger. Trying to remember. Right, so I just want to hide. Oh, I don't want to hide. I just want self only. Face camera, edible roll. Oh, there we go. So that's how we do it. There we go. That works. That's what I wanted. All right. Camera position. I want to be zoomed a bit closer. Let's. Do that. So lucky. Let's see what sort of stuff we've got. Oh god, that's really dark. Monochrome. Nope. Got the bright. Wow, that's very bright. Blinding myself. I mean, bright one does seem to be quite good. Nope. Oh, bright 2 is also good as well. I don't want polarization because they like really make things look very weird. Got pencil. What's got the pastels? The pastels are nice as well. I like the pastels. Got some really nice tones to the pastel ones. And also got echo. That one's just. Sorry about blinding you guys. I think we're going to go for bright. I just don't know which one to go for. Don't want bright 1. Don't want bright 2. Is it bright 3? Nope. Bright 4? Yeah, we'll go for, I think we'll go for bright 4. Because it don't need to be perfect, but the reason why I want it is just we can, you know, really. Oh, so that's just some sort of like on-screen effect. That's fine. We don't really need that, any of them frames. No, we don't need a frame. Okay. I think we'll do it like that. This is going to be perfect. Deep freeze, that's fine. Okay, let's hide you. And then we just need to hide my mouse, because we don't see that. And then we just need to go to function. Actually, no, we just need to press F12. There we go. F12 since we're on Steam, and that's that. Okay, so now we just need to head back to the city and go turn the pug leash job in. And then after we turn the pug leash job, we need to go get that last one there. And then we should be fine. But yeah, the reason why we need to do the job quests is because we need them to, you know, to be able to do stuff. You know, so we've got all those skills and stuff. But yeah, I was just grabbing that thing, so I'll use that as a thumbnail for YouTube, for when I upload this to YouTube. And then I'm going to do that with all of them. And then when we get into the next area, we'll do another. We'll take another screenshot. And then we'll do another screenshot after that, for, you know, so we'll like keep it so like all the different ones are, you know, they're all separated a bit more. I feel like that's going to make it really cool. Okay, so we need to go back to the Pugly skills. Go to 9, and then we can go to the markets and turn 9. And then off stream, what I'll do is I'll like do like the odds and end when I have time for that. Because once I've finished this, obviously, like I said, I'm going to be I'm waiting for my as to deliver it, and then, you know, after that it won't be so bad. Okay, let's turn this in. Ah, you're back, and none the worse for exertion. Useful vigor's a truly blessed thing. You've gotten off to a fine start, son. To help you on your way, I want you to have this hunting log. Which the hunting log is going to be useful, because what I can do is off stream. I can do my hunting log, get a bunch of levels, get some decent gear, and it should be fine. Within you'll find the names of various creatures, opponents that you might hone your skills against. If you want to become strong, you mustn't neglect your training, indeed. Puglis is only as good as the number of strikes he's dealt. Get out there, Nero, and let your fist fly. When the time is ripe, I'll teach you something new. There's no limit to the potential of youth. I look forward to seeing you come into your own. Ha ha ha. The next Pugly quest will be available from Harmon upon reaching level 5. We've got some food for his trouble. Nice. Yep, using items, hunting log. The hunting log's really useful. Okay, and we're almost level 4 already, so that's good. Okay, so from here, we need to... Oh god. Forgot when you zoomed out so much, it really goes funny. Right, so if we come down here, we can get to the steps of file from down there, so that's what we want to do. I say from down there, we're literally going up to go down. See, if I were good at editing, what I'd do is when I put this up to YouTube, I'd edit out all the running, so then people can just experience the story. But I'm not good at editing, so we're just going to leave it in for the time being until, you know, I get around to actually learning it and, you know, understanding it, and that's perfectly fine. Oh, hold up, we forgot an aetherite crystal, an aetherite shard. But yeah, you want to be able to grab all these in the towns and stuff, so you can get around the towns a lot easier. So like if there's like a certain area you need to go, you can, you know, travel from one to the other. So like I know there's like one above us there, look, as you can see up there. Right, so I'm going to go this way because, you know, there's a shard there, so we can grab that shard along the way. Let's sprint again so we can get there quicker. Zoom out a little bit so we can see more of the beautiful scenery. Let's grab this, sticking his hand in there because, you know, why not? Alright, let's go this way. I mean, they definitely added a lot of stuff to this game. Like a lot of stuff. Like, obviously, one of the things they recently added was this one, jog. So now you can still run around whilst also, you know, not exhausting yourself too much. Alright, attuning the Aetheryte. You now have access. You now have, yeah. Ciceroga. And you are, a newly come adventurer. But of course, yes, I am Ciceroga. What can I do for you? Do I have to click on this? Okay. You would have me teach you the ways of the marketplace. Very wise. As for my fee, what? You expect me to do it for free? Surely you jest. My dear adventurer, when you ask an Ul'Dah for a favour, you should at least try to make it worth his while. Judging by your garb, I rather doubt you could afford my services, but the fact you offer nothing is laughable. That's not true. We've got the letter of introduction, a slip of bound parchment entrusted to you by Quicksand proprietress Modi. Oh, Mistress Modi instructed you to seek me out, did she? Because you are so fortunate to have such influential friends. I shall be brief, and you shall be attentive. You stand in the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, the busiest and most profitable marketplace in the Sultanate. Being adventurously situated in relation to the other city-states, Ul'Dah's markets have ever served as both the literal and figurative centres of Eorzean commerce. All the great overland trade routes lead to our city, and the majority of maritime trade between Vilbrand, I think it's pronounced Vilbrand, I could be wrong, Vilbrand and Aldenerd passes through our ports. Because of this, countless companies, I don't know why I'm thinking of companions, companies and consortia have chosen Ul'Dah as their base of operations. They see to it that this marketplace is awash with merchants and moneylenders day and night. Anything a man could ever desire can be purchased here, providing as he has sufficient funds. Surely there's nothing you seek, adventurer. A deadlier sword, perhaps, or a shinier trinket. Whatever it is you want, the exchange will have it. To the north, you'll find merchant peddling armour and accessories, curatives and crafting materials. And to the south, you will find weapons, tools, and an assortment of other useful items for sale. Seek out a particular merchant or browse to your heart's content, but I do try to remain aloof should you find something that piques your interest. Decisions made in the heat of the moment are usually unwise, especially where coin is concerned. He's not wrong, because I literally have spent so much money on my other character that I'm always poor. That is all the complimentary aid you shall have from me, and far too much for my taste. My regards to Modi, now off with you. Fair enough. Okay, so basically it's just talk. I think about the start. You get bombarded with stuff. So basically we're just talking about like the market board and stuff like that. And here's where you tend to see a lot of crafters and stuff, because they'll be sat, you know, hounding like the summoning bell and stuff. So it can be a bit painful to get to. Okay, so what we can do is we can use the Aetheryte shard, and we can go to the Adventurers Guild. Look, see, just like that. And we don't have to travel so far around, and we do love that. And that's why we collect those, because they're very useful. And at some point, we're definitely going to be doing the smith, because we're going to need to go in there, because we'll get some level 15 gear. I think it's level 15, but with level 15 gear that's really good. And it's also great for glams later on. Depending on your class, obviously. And if you end up dying it or not. How was your tour of the city, Nero? Get lost, did you? Aye, well, Ul'Dah's a big place with lots to see and do. But wandering around aimlessly don't pay the bills. If you're serious about making a living here, you'll need to remember where things are. So when you go exploring, explore like you've got a purpose, eh? Alright. Alright then. All that's left is for you to work hard, make money and spending it here at the quicksand. Complete. Woohoo! Look at us do things! Woo! We got past the tutorial! Pugliest Farms. Class. That's basically telling us about the different thingies. So we've got that, and then we've got this, which I believe that's like the second. That's the combo to that, so that's good. Okay. Alright. Well, this one gives us some armor. So we've got Disciple of War, and we've got our classes. I think the Disciple of War one's better, and you can also get some Allagan and just give us gold. Okay, Memoria of the Quicksand wants to introduce you to a certain someone at the Ul'Dah dispatch yard. Accept. Well, youngling, how are you finding our fine Ul'Dah then? Got your bearings about you yet? If so, mayhap it's time you ventured beyond the city walls. The bustling streets of Ul'Dah are one thing, but the wilds of Fatansy, that's another altogether. I know a bloke you might fancy speaking to, and he you. Name of Papashan. You'll find him over at the Ul'Dah dispatch yard. No doubt he'll have some work for you. The dispatch yard over in central Fatansy. Just head out to the door across the hall, and you'll see the gate of Nald staring right back at you. Pass through it and head east. You'll come upon it for long. There's dangers beyond the wall, though, more than I'd care to count. Nothing too terrible, mind you, but feisty enough to attack. If you draw near, don't say anybody cared enough to warn you. Okay, so we're going to go speak to Papa Shan. And that is perfectly fine. So, let's have a look here. So we need to go literally out of that door. And that is fine. And we can go head to this, and everything should be good. Just jump over there, and then walk straight out of the doorway. At least it was nice of them to like put the starting area literally right outside the door. So we need to go off here. This is why I went up earlier and grabbed the thing, so then we don't have to travel around as much. However, we will still need to travel around because, you know, things are what they are. And right, so these, as you can see, these symbols above these heads, these are basically telling us that these are what we need for our hunting. So let's actually do this while we're here, just because, you know, we can also test our new combo as well. Alright, we might as well get these star moments because these are all throwing nothing bad. Give us extra XP. Oh, wrong button. Put my caps lock on then. Won't be good if I, you know. There we go. So that's the star moment. So we just need these hornets now. Yeah, so like I'll be doing all this stuff after, you know. Oh, look at that. That's those done. But yeah, what I'll do after we finish here or a little bit later on is we'll sit and I'll like, you know, like do a bunch of hunts, get myself leveled up so we can just like, you know, go through most of the story without some of the story without having to stop. And that obviously might lead to some stuff later. Okay, let's go speak to Papa Shan. Well, you certainly look the part of an adventurer, my friend. Might you be the good soul Mumodi advised me to expect? I am Papa Shan, station master of this humble dispatch yard. Alright, let's just grab a drink here, because my mouth's getting a bit dry. That's better. An empty title, I assure you. I truly am no more than a tired old Lalafell passing his final years in quiet and solitude. Your antique is even better. 12 know there have been plenty of both these last 5 years since the calamity struck. The devastation was vast. Yet now true Ul'Dahs work together, doing all in our power to rebuild what was laid to ruin. By the sweat of our brows and love of our home, we have rebuilt Ul'Dah to the grandeur and majesty that you see today. The railways which run through this dispatch yard too were born of the noble efforts of the great many souls. But there is still much work to be done. The wounds left by the calamity run deep. Isolated areas beyond our lines of supply remain, and there are places yet wanting for relief and restoration. Sorry, I can't English today. I'm really am sorry. Ul'Dah needs the aid of you and your brethren, friend. In fact, never has our need been more dire. Which brings me to the point. I suppose I do believe I may have some words suited to one of your ability. Suited for one of your ability. Okay, so let's go for these. Yep, I know about the armory chair. Go away. Okay, so let's go into out. No, not armory inventory. What is the combination? I don't know. We can just go to it from here. Look. Armory chest. So we've got some legs here. We can click C for character. We can put them on like so, and that'll change those. So that gives us a item level of 5, which that's why we've got 3 here, because I was like, yeah, you know, it all goes together here, but they've got more defense and magic defense, and then those fill up very fast. Okay, so Papa Shan, let's have a look. So here we'll get new sword, new Pugliese weapon, bone staff, and bronze pierce. So we'll most likely go for the Pugliese thing. Since you've come all this way, perhaps you can perform an errand for me. It just so happens a number of sentries have been sent to guard the area. A dispatch to the dispatch yard, as it were. They have long been away from the shade and featherbeds of the city. The hot days and cold nights can play hells on the mind and body out here. Excuse me. Excuse me again, sorry. It isn't much. But go and give them these twilight pretzels, would you? I find comfort food always helps when I feel like killing myself. Oh, well, that's a bit dark, isn't it? Alright, so we've got 3 people, so let's have a look. So they're all pretty close by. We've got one down here, one up here, and one over there. It's fine. I was going to kill these snapping shrews just because it's going to do me in, because I know that they're there. And since we have to head this right direction, might as well do some fighting, right? There we go. We are now level 6. And what's this action trait? Delivers an attack with a potency of 230 to 290 when it's executed from a target's flank. So that's the rear. Can only be executed when in Coriel form. Additional effects, changes from form to upper. Okay. Don't know what that means, but we'll find out later, I guess. Survival Sultan's Worm 1. 12 saved me. Scorching days, freezing nights. This post will be the end of me. Okay, let's have a pretzel. Twilight pretzel, a traditional Dooms for bread twisted into the shape of a knot and sprinkled generously with a coarse brown salt before being baked to a perfect brown resembling twilight over tannerine. A twilight pretzel? Don't mind if I do. Now that's a refreshing goddamn pretzel. I feel reborn. Okay, so that's pretzel number 1. But I do love the music in this game. It's just chill. And then when you get into a fight, it sounds like all hell's breaking loose, and it's great. I think it's going to be that person that's just randomly standing up there that we're going to. Oh, look at that. Serious Sultan's Swan. Even. Still can't English. I'm sorry, guys. Thank you. Halt, sir. I'm going to have to ask you to put the pretzel on the ground and place your hands above your head. State your name and business. A twilight pretzel from Papa Shan. By the gods, forgive me. You could say this new post has my nerves in a twist. I'm terribly sorry for that. Well, you may rest assured that the dispatch yard is as safe so long as I stand watch. Please give Papa Shah my thanks and tell him that I only wish I could repay the favour. Oh. I mean, it only happens, doesn't it? You normally get a bit, like, oh my god, in certain situations. And that's totally fair. Totally valid response. Okay, Stern Sultan's One. I still can't say it properly. Sultan's One. Western front, clear. Eastern front, clear. Here, have a pretzel. For me, from Papa Shan. A twilight pretzel. My favourite. How did he know? Can't fight on an empty stomach, no, can I? Actually, I can't fight on any stomach, I suppose. You could say I have no stomach for fighting. Oh, for goodness sake. Okay, let's return to Papa Shan. Woo! Look at us doing things! Woo! Okay, Papa Shan's down here. Stop jumping and actually concentrate on where I'm actually heading. It would be a good idea, wouldn't it? I love that you can actually jump on things as well. Like, it's great. It's absolutely great. Okay, Papa Shan, we're done. You've returned. And with a deal fewer pretzels, I see. Tell me, how fair are Sultan's Swan sentries? Did they have anything to report? Anything at all? What? Nothing? Are you sure? Oh dear. Take this for your troubles, then. And stay a moment. There is more I would ask of you. Okay, so let's take the Pugliese weapon. Let's bring plus character. Hit that lock. See, we just do that lock. Right, so that puts us to 4 for his gear score. That's fine. Papa John. Okay, Nira, I have just this moment. No. Time for concealment past. The truth is, even before I had you deliver those pretzels, I was privy to some most unsettling news, which is the real reason I sent you to meet those Sultan's One. Papa Shan is in dire need of your assistance. Accept. A young noblewoman from a very prestigious family has run away from home, and I have been ordered to see to her safe return. The Sultan's One you met earlier are resisting with the search. Alas, it seems they have found no trace of her. I apologise for not being frank with you from the start, but we must proceed with caution. Should word of her disappearance spread, I fear others with less honourable motives may join the hunt. And should we allow her to come to any harm, not even 100 beheadings would be punishment enough. No, that's not brutal at all. That cannot happen, Nero. It must not. I need you to help me find her. Of course I will. Praise the 12. I knew I could count on you. I've instructed the others to expand the search, but Thanalan is vast, and there are only so many of us. The young noblewoman's name is Lady Lyra. I want you to go south and look for her in the vicinity of the Sultanry. Good luck. Quest accepted. Oh yeah, here we go. Now we're getting into it. Some actual action. So it says to go that direction. So wait, is that south? Oh no. Yeah, it's down here, look. Okay. That's fine. So we need to go this way. Oh, we're very confused. Like, you know. Do. So that there must be the Sultanry. Oh yeah, look, here we go. Ooh. Hooded Lalafell. Old Sultanry. You are about to enter an instant battle. Instant battles only occur during certain quests and missions. Take a moment to read the information displayed in the active help window before answering the call of duty. Alright, let's go away from the special instance tutorial. Duty calls, coming to battles underneath the Sultanry. Level sync is in effect if you are not above the maximum allowed level. It will be synced as follows. Level 8. Okay. Well, I'm not over level 8, so you know, hopefully we can get this. We can get through this.
Oh, Sultanry, hallowed spirit of my line, forgive my weakness. My failings have cost us dear. Show yourself.
I mean, I wasn't hiding. Oh.
As you command, O Lilira. Forgive my selfish desire to assure your welfare.
I don't recall requesting an escort. Simply pretend we never met and continue on your way.
We both know I can do no such thing. It isn't safe for you here alone. It isn't safe for anyone. Not with this etheric disturbance. It's as though the dead are watching us. And I'd prefer not to join them, if it's all the same to you. Ah, you must be the one that Papa Shan mentioned. Congratulations on finding our elusive young charge. You'll have to forgive her impetuousness. What she lacks in discipline, she makes up for in stubbornness. You should return with us. The station master will be eager to thank Lady Lilira's protector in person. Alas, the station master will have to wait. Dear Lilira, for my sake, please stay out of harm's way. As for you, dear friend, for Lilira's sake, please stay in harm's way.
getting to his flanks, we actually get some more damage. Lovely, it brought friends. Boom. Stay close if you want me to heal you. Some more lesser Blanga. Already, what the hell? Oh, we leveled up in the middle of a fight, that's kind of cool. Oh, he's dead. We did it. Cause duty complete. Woo, we did it! Oh, apparently I got something. It's alright though. Gonna mute myself for a second whilst I have a drink, just so I didn't disturb the cutscene.
Hear, feel, think.
Sorry, I was checking my phone at the same time while still waiting, because obviously I'm waiting for my delivery just to see if it's updated at all.
Crystal bearer.
Oh, yeah, this mysterious voice.
I am Hydaelyn, all made one. A light there once was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim. And as it hath faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead, presaging an end to life. For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate. The power to banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals of light. Journey forth and lay claim to them. By thy deeds, shall the crystals reveal themselves to thee. Only believe, for the light liveth in thy heart.
That is a big crystal.
Go now, my child, and shine thy light on all creation.
Ah, coming around now.
Would you mind telling me what that was?
If I only knew. A denizen of the void at any rate.
The void scent? Here? But how?
The question isn't how, but who. We're not dealing with bookless bandits. Don't suppose the answer came to you in a dream. No sooner did you fell the beast than you fell asleep. Too much ether, no doubt. Interesting. I hadn't considered the crystal. But of course, this changes everything. Oh, just thinking aloud? At any rate, we haven't a moment to spare. I must return and report this at once. I leave Lady Lilira in your capable hands.
How dare you pass me about like a swaddled babe? I shall return and tell them myself.
As you wish, your impetuousness. I suspect we shall meet again before long. Until then, do try and stay awake.
Okay, let's go turn this in. We're also going the wrong direction, so we can go this way and then things should be good. So what time are we on? Yeah, we'll turn this in and then we'll go take a break. Or a short break at least, and then come back. Nobody sees me walking across the building like it's like, you know, an everyday thing. Okay, so let's see. Can we talk to? Oh, we can't talk to Oh, okay, it's fine. Hey, Papa Shan, we're back. We've done what you asked. Thank the gods, you're returned. You had us all so worried. You do realise what would happen if a person of your noble stature were to be injured, or worse? Why, Her Grace the Sultana would be beside herself with grief. And so would her subjects, I dare say. They'd be weeping in the streets. But I have already given you cause to weep, Papa Shan. You and the people of Ul'Dah. Please, you're not to say such things. We will find it, I swear to you. It's not my place to make demands, milady. but I beg you, please stay out of harm's way. I apologise for causing you undue worry, Papa Shan. I shall refrain from travelling unescorted in the future. And off she goes again. I cannot thank you enough, Nero. I understand you fought bravely to protect Lady Lilira from void-sent fiends. For your gallant, I can't speak. Sorry, guys. For your gallant service, there we go. You deserve all the riches in the royal vaults. Alas, a small token of my gratitude is the best I can offer. Welcome in, Raiders. Dragon, thank you for that raid. I hope that you are doing absolutely fantastic. I absolutely appreciate that you are here. Hope you're all doing absolutely well. And thank you for that, Johnny. Guys, if you're not following, please make sure to go give the amazing Dr. Irish Dragon a follow. Absolutely awesome person. Play Batman Arkham Origins. Okay, I go back to bed now. Much love. Love you too, Johnny. You get some good sleeps. I hope everyone's doing well. My name is Gaming Cakes. For those that haven't met me before, I play a lot of variety games. Right now, we are playing through Final Fantasy 14. Just going through a cutscene right now. We are playing as a Hrothgar and a Pugliest. Doing good, thank you. It's lots of fun. How goes the Final Fantasy? The Final Fantasy is going good. We just saved Lady Lilira. Cake by the ocean. Because why not? Who wants a cake? Who wants a cake by the ocean? That is the important question. But yeah, so we've just done all that stuff, so we're doing pretty good so far. We will, once we've done this cutscene and headed back to Ul'Dah, we will be taking a 5-minute break. But other than that, we should be good. But yeah, how was your stream, Dragon? Did your stream go well? I hope it did. Oh, I just accidentally clicked forward. It's okay. I see you met Thancred. He's a scholar who spends his days investigating oddities in the... Excuse me. Sorry. In the aether. Rather too fond of the sound of his own voice for my liking, but perfectly harmless. Yeah. Well, super fun. That's good. As long as you had fun, that seemed... Oh, I'm so sorry. I've been drinking energy drinks because I don't have milk in until... sorry, not milk. I don't have coffee in until my shopping gets here in roughly about an hour. So I've got a bit of the burps at the moment, so I do apologise if I accidentally burp inside the mic. Yeah. I know I've got one of the Batman on my PlayStation. I can't remember which one. I'll have to check. But I still need to play through it at some point when I've got some time. But anyways, let me continue this so we can get out of this cutscene really quickly. And it's just started raining. Is it raining? No, it's not raining in the game. It's fine. Yeah, it got dark in the game though. I see you met Thancred. He's a scholar who spends his days investigating oddities in the ether. Or aether. I think it's pronounced aether. Rather too fond of the sound of his own voice for my liking, but perfectly harmless. As for you, Nero, you're just the sort of adventurer we need around here. Pray you show the same kindness to the people of Thanalan as you did to us today. Complete. Woo, we did it. We completed the quest. And now we need to step 9. So we need to go. So the quest is right here. So we don't need to go directly. We don't need to go into Ul'Dah yet. So we're gonna just chill out here. An ad break is just starting, but we're gonna. We'll have to wait. I guess I can't run an ad yet. That's fine, but it should be okay. Okay, so what we're going to do then is I'm going to do /sit, because why not? Right, because I've got caps on. God, I hate this sometimes, right? So we need to go /sit, and we're gonna just go sit down here. And we're gonna just take 5 minutes, and we shall be back. I'm gonna go stretch my legs and go and have a smoke, and then we can come back, and things will be good. But so we shall return.
Am I? Oh, I'm right here. Okay.
I'm so sorry. I'm right here, so.
It's fucking rain. I gotta wait for the rain to stop now.
I'll come and stand in this little corridor that you were in, so I can grab you.
Any day now, rain. Any day.
Any fucking day. Oh, we got a reward for doing that. That's good. We also got an achievement for it. Oh, what? Where did that go? Oh, look. Alright, I'm clipping that. There we go. That was kind of funny. Seeing everything just sort of fly up in the. Oh! The other Euro Truck Simulator, the first one. And you can still get it. I bet it's going to be dangerous. I'm going to go around here and swing here too.
Fucking hell. Holy shit.
Thank you, John.
Let me help you out. Let me help you out.
Let's just finish it, guys. Okay, I'm on to
Why are you on 2 wheels, bro?
You'll see it. I'm trying to show out. I'm on a barrier. How are you?
There is
I'm still going after.
You guys should see.
I know when you and me were playing today, it'd be great for you to come and join us and play with us.
Yeah.
And whilst it's on offer, it'd be great to grab it. So,
I mean, that's fair.
yeah.
If your birthday wish to ask somebody else to give themselves a gift.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a car flying here.
It's not malfunctioning. I can't see my map when it's malfunctioning.
Stop crashing.
I did. It just malfunctioned straight up. False.
You see the little thing
Hey,
above
Robert, what's
the
your
little...
company called?
I don't know.
You got spicy sadness. Does that mean you masturbate and cry at the same time?
Oh, come on, that was some bubbles. Like, literally, like. Oh, wrong thing. Just eat my red berry trail mix. Why is there a white bit? Oh! Ow!
Oh god! I can't believe this hit you.
Where am I? Where am I?
You're right next to me still. That
I
was,
know.
You got fucking bodied by that.
I
Oh my
think
god.
that's a graph. I think that might be a graphical. Can you see that?
Yeah, I see.
Front and center.
I'm gonna play depressing music because I'm stuck in here now.
Do not play this on
Is that?
Last time I heard that,
Yeah, that's right.
should have been 2 minutes off.
Well, it's called the Shanty Sorrow.
That family is eager to get to that campsite, dude.
Heavy, not speed, man.
Oh,
Dude, yeah, like
oh god,
vacation,
oh god.
It's like we're picking up at 5
Benny
a.m. We're
vanished.
getting on the road. We're not making any stops.
Benny just vanished.
Benny just vanished.
I just vanished?
Yeah,
Benny
just
your
went
flux capacitor kicked in, dude.
Y'all are still on me.
It's not even legal, I say in my eye.
Oh, jeepers Christ, I didn't expect that to blow up. Whoa! Ah. Pick up. Haha, go for Nene. Look at him chasing me, look. Ah! Run away! No! Oh. Freaking water got me, man. Right. Wait. I really want to see if I can like have somebody chase me for a minute. Oh, that's close. If I'll stay behind in case he falls down. Okay, we are back. Sorry about that. But yeah, we're back. We are playing video games and having fun. I love how I'm classed as a raider in my own stream. It's kind of funny. I love it because I had Dragon on whilst I was streaming, so you know it is what it is. But yeah, okay. So we are going to continue on here. Probably go for about another hour, and then we'll go from there. Okay, let's go speak to Episdode. I think that's how it's pronounced. I could be wrong. Episdode needs a reliable adventurer to deliver a gift to the coffer and coffin. You're an adventurer, yes? If you are not otherwise occupied, I've a favour to ask. I've resolved to repay a debt of gratitude which I owe to the owner of the coffer and coffin. For this purpose, I purchased from the royal plantations a prodigiously plump pumpkin. So let's get rid of this because we don't need this on right now. You can't see it, but I'm getting rid of the chat. Plump pumpkin, a particularly popular piece of produce. Alas, I cannot part this place to procure the pumpkin. You see the scheduled shipments from the Nanawa mines, for which I wait. It's late. I would prevail upon you to pick up the pumpkin in my stead and see it safely to the coffer and coffin. Present this receipt of purchase to Gagara. Is it Gagara or is it? No, it's Gagaril, even. And the royal plantations, and she will yield it to you. I apologise for asking you to attend to this time-consuming task, but I truly appreciate your assistance. Okay. So we just need to go up here by the looks of things. Yep, we just need to be here. Gagari. Oh, got stuck on stuff and that's fine. Okay, Gagari. If Episdode doesn't come calling soon, this spectacular specimen shall sadly be past its prime. Here you go. Exchange this slip at the royal plantations for one ripe pumpkin. Oh, so you're to deliver this delicate delight. I can say with confidence that any gourmand would be grateful for such a grand gift. Here is the pumpkin. I hope it meets with Roger's approval. Fresh produce is somewhat scarce in these parts, and as such we are always deluged with demand. Do you know the way to the coffer and coffin, correct? It's beyond the bridge to the northwest. Look for a place where local labourers lounge. Okay, present the yeah. Okay, so now we need to go take this up north. Nah, it's totally fine. Let's go, because obviously we're in a cutscene, so we didn't have us speedy run. So we get a speedy run back again, and it's all good. Alright, let's do this. Ooh, Erebon. Grab this while we're here, since we're here. I don't know how many we need to kill, but we'll find out later. That's fine. Dude. Boop. Got 3. Need to kill more. There we go. Erebon. Okay, now we can continue on to where we're supposed to be going. But that's also cancelled ticket. What's this? Coral Farm. Employing the coral fighting stance. Right, so we need to deliver this down here into this like little house here. That's totally fine. We can do that. Yeah, I'm also keeping an eye on my delivery status for my food, so... drink for you, laddie. You won't get better ale or spirits for your coin than at my place. Hedge pumpkin. What's that? Wee Sissidora asked you to bring this here to me. Ha! So even that foul-mouthed drunk knows the meaning of remorse. Reckon this is for the time I carried his drink's sodden ass back home. But hell's an honest-to-God's pumpkin from the royal plantations. I can't wait to see what the cooks will do with her. The lads here scoff down beastly amounts of meat, and it's starting to tell on their teeth. It'll be good to get more vegetables in their bellies, assuming I can get the stubborn bastards to try something new. Thanks for your help, laddie. Okay, so what we get here? We get some mammoth steak, which is always good. It's always good to have food. Roll actions. Okay, so we've got an action now, so let's move that to... Oh. Didn't want to click it. There we go. Second wind just gives us like a slight heal, which is always good. You learned roll action, of course. Okay, let's go back to Roger. Roger hears all sorts of information in his line of work, some of which may be useful to you. Chrono Shell. Hello. Oh, hello. Yeah. Hello. How are you doing? How are you doing, Hal? Hope you're doing well. Reggie hears all sorts of information in his line of work, some of which may be useful to you. Word is, Blackbush Station is sorely on demand. The stone torches there can't be a moment's peace. Bloke by the name of Warren is hoping to bolster their numbers for a short-term assignment or two. If you fancy putting a few extra gil in your pocket, you could do a lot worse. Okay, let's just talk about gear. Wait, have we got some new gear? Let's have a look here. We've got a new ring. Let's have a look here. Character. Here we go. I'll put this at 5, that's good. But how are you doing, Hal? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, so for those that don't know, Hal is a friend of mine on this game that I met on my main character, who's also called Nero Fright. And for those that's been here from the beginning, you know what that character looks like. Warren. Looking for work, perchance? If so, you couldn't have come at a better time. We stone torches are cell source hired by Amalja and Sun Mineral Concern to protect its interests. Our primary duty here is to keep the tracks clear of pests, and it is for this purpose that we require your aid. I should point out, however, that it can be messy work and liable to get messier still if you're ill prepared. A single piece of gear can mean the difference between life and death. I'll not have it on my conscience that I sent an ill-equipped adventurer to an untimely demise. See to it that your arms and armour are in order. When you are ready, present yourself to me again. Equip your head, body, hands and legs and feet with gear of iron level 5 or above before returning to speak with Warren. Okay, so run button. So what we can do here, we can click this lock and then we don't have anything to put on. So what we need to do is we need to go and do a little bit of work here. And also, sorry I haven't got back to you through the message, Hal. As you can see, I'm streaming, so I'm not really paying too much attention to my phone right now. Okay, so we need to... we're going to fast travel. So we can click the teleport here and we can go to Ul'Dah Steps of Nald. Don't really want to be using my gill, but it's easier to do it that way anyways. You know, I'm sorry. Also just checking my phone for my groceries to see where that's at as well. So I do apologise. Okay, track my order now, that's good. So it says that it's going to be arriving around 9:28, which kind of works really good. So, you know, that's in roughly about an hour. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go do the hard than rock mission here, and hopefully we can get some better gear, which is always good. Okay. If not, I can always go and see if I had crafters or people that would just be able to like buy it for me. It'd be a lot easier and a lot quicker. But we're going to do a little bit of this because we should be able to get some gear that's going to help, because we need level 5 gear for all things. Oh, wrong way. Wait, double check here. I've gone the wrong way. Look, I haven't really done the pug list yet, so you know, here's what it is. See, once I reach level 60, well, so level 15 won't be so bad because I can just, you know, do that. But in order to do that, I need to, you know, get to level 15 first. Maximus Biggs. That's kind of a cool name. Okay, so we can get a ton of different stuff here, and these are all level 5 gear, so that's always good. You've been training hard, Nero. Aye, I can tell by the lightness of your steps and the strength in your fists. I reckon you are ready for your next lesson. But before we begin, some warming up is in order for this. I scattered some gill across Ul'Dah. I want you to run around the city and pick it all up. Now that's my money lying out there. So I want you to go about it like there's an Amalja war band on your heels. In other words, I want you to sprint. Of course you can't go on sprinting indefinitely. Your body needs to rest a while after each burst of speed. This may sound elementary, but I'm telling you this to demonstrate a point. As a pugliest, it is essential that you learn to pace yourself with a fight, else you're liable to get worn out. And when that happens, the fight's as good as over, and you'll be sorry if you had bet on yourself. Interacting. You're already know about interacting, so we're just gonna, you know, do that. I love how it's like, oh, you have to sprint, but that's the whole point, right? Do we need to find where all the different ones? There's 5 pieces of gill, and they could literally be anywhere, so we just gotta... oh, I see it, look. Interact with the gill. I'll get it right next time, I swear. Okay, so that's that one. So we need to go... alright, we'll go up here first. It makes more sense so we can use the travel point and go down. You know? See, that's kind of annoying. Stream Elements is still trying their hardest to, you know, to interact with me. It's like, no, I do not want you in my streams. Go away. Leave me alone. Faded gill coins. Picked up Scattered Gill. Let's come down here and find the one that's in here somewhere. Do love how it's like, you know, in places where you'd easily, like, you know, get randomly asked. And that's that one. Okay, so we can use the Aetherite and go down to the other Aetherite and then work back up on ourselves. That makes sense, right? Oh. We want to go this way. We can sprint as well, so that'll be even better. Well, it's not in the... Is it in the quicksands? I think it is. Oh yeah, there it is, look. Faded Gill. Right, that's that one. And then we need to come back out of here. Can I jump over here? I don't have to... Yeah, can't go... Get over, that's fine. And then the next one is around here somewhere. Why is it down near the dancers? I fell for a man with no gill in his hand. Huh. Okay. Now we can return back to the dude. Harmon. Brood Weaver. This crystal is not yet available. Any disciple of war or magic. Okay, so we've got to be level 80 to do that. That's fine. That is fine. So a disciple of war is like any class like myself, where it's, you know, fighting based. When your magic ones like the like white mage, blue mage, red mage, all that fun stuff. That's my money line out there, son. I thank you to hurry and pick it all up before some visual swoops. Yeah, we already know this. Okay, there you go. Enjoy. 500 gil. Crikey. This is good for a week's worth of... I mean, well done. Nero, now that you're all warmed up, we can see to your lesson. I try to be precise. Take yourself to Scorpion Crossing in Western Thunland. There you'll find 4 large stones, the trial stones, they're called. I want you to deal with each of these stones. A solid boot shine combo. God, I hate my hair sometimes, it gets everywhere. The impact will arouse the earth's sprites that sleep within, which you must then defeat. If you can find yourself hard pressed, there's no time in running away. You're still learning the ropes after all. Once you've gotten your wind back, you can hurl yourself into the fray again. I remember this strikes bring down opponents, but it's your footwork that keeps you standing. Now off you go, Nero, and good luck. Okay, so now we need to go to Western Thunland. So Western Thunland is somewhere. So if we click this button here, that takes us to the world map. I don't want the world map. So that's Western Thunland there. So if we come down and out this way, just want to make sure that I go the right way. That's all. And depending on where we have to go, we might even be able to grab the Aetherite along the way as well. So we need to come out here, and this will take us to Western Gate of the Sultana. Hey, you discover a new location. Mapping the realm, Western Thunland. Okay, so let's bring up this map again. Okay, so it's not right up until the horizon there, that's fine. We'll definitely grab some of these along the way, so then we can get the... I want you. I want to fight you. Okay, we don't need to worry about that guy. That's fine. Okay, off we go. Ah, so we just need to use plus shine on the stone. That's fine. Fire, spike. Might as well do this and then we can get another Episdode. There's another one. One more, and that'll be right here. There we go. Alright, so before we head back, we're going to go up into the horizon things just so we've got it for later, so we don't have to come back later. Oh, that's just taking us to the goblet, which the goblet is the housing area for this area, and that's perfectly fine. I'm just going to get some of these while we're here. I don't know who Virgil Roberts is. And if I was going to join a free company, it would be somebody that I know. Oh, we killed him. Look at that, another one. Got to love just having a wander sprint here so we can get there quicker. You are below the recommended level for this fate. Yes, I already know this. Fate failed because it were already over by the time we got to it, so it's fine. Of course, we can cheat here. What we can do is we can do this, then we just use the return to go back to the Aetheryte without having to spend any cash, and that's always a good thing. I'm glad I didn't use it earlier because that would have been a problem. Okay. See, because this will just cast that, and then we don't have to spend any money returning back. So it says a few pennies along the way, or a few gil along the way, should I say? Oh look, we've got another one. Oh, I almost did it again. No. Yes. Okay, we've got a cutscene. So you've given the sprites what for? Well done. Well done, Nero. By smithing stones on earth, you forged unyielding weapons of your fists. You're a high-end fount of vigor, Nero. Aye, just like myself in my younger days. This must be the promising recruit you've been telling me about. Well, of course he's promising. He's training under Hamoon. Holy fist. Chuchuto. That's our master Hammon. Nera, I don't believe I've introduced my assistant yet. This is Tutor. There we go, they just introduce us. I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. As introduced, I serve as Master Harmon's right hand, though there's still much more I have yet to learn. Together, we just strive for mastery of our art. Chuchuyo joined the guild soon after I was made its master. She's my very first student, as a matter of fact. Well, there was one other, to be sure, but let's not dwell on the past, master. It was Nero's bright future that we're discussing. Apparently I can't English today, guys, I'm really sorry. Which reminds me, did you collect my guild from him? My gear is rather worn down and I do need the money for repairs. Spotters. Yes, Nero's future with us is bright indeed. If he keeps up his efforts, he may well become the next Holy Fist. Train hard, young one, and grow strong. When the time's ripe, I'll have another little lesson for you. Ha ha ha. And then he just starts coughing and spluttering, which is perfectly fine. Okay, we are going to pick the custom shirt because we don't have a shirt yet. Usable unique items even. Okay. So what level do we have to be for this? Burn quarters. Yeah, level 10. And we are level 8. That's fine. So let's go to the character. I just got a hat. It would have made more sense to have a hat. It's fine though. It's fine. It's fine. You know what it is though? It's only level 1. We're just gonna go to the market bod real quick and just do it that way. Might be a little bit quicker. So we're not sat here trying to do stuff and then it just makes it a wee better for me. I need to find the thing. You know what? I'm just gonna go to that one. Make life a little bit easier for myself. Because it shouldn't really cost much for level 1 gear, right? You know, just to get started. So I can check what we need. Also, I want that. I want that umbrella. It looks cool. I do need to make it on this character. We get rid of some of these names. We need to go to the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Let's click it again. That should just teleport us like so. Luckily, the cutscenes, you know, the stuff's not too long. So yeah, we're just going to use the market bot here since I've got the option to do so. We need to go to head because we need a headpiece. Yeah, we know about the markets. Go away. I need level 5. Another eye patch. Oh. Alright then. No, it's fine for that one. 500k for a friggin' hat. Like, seriously. See, because that's what they're asking for. Like, look at that, 500k gil. That's just kind of crazy. It's like, no thanks. I don't have that kind of money yet. You're charging that for low-end players? Like, seriously. No items found there. No items found there. What the hell is going on? Okay, we've got this one, the Highland Hood, but that's only a level 1. And the only thing we've got is that, and we can't afford that because that's 500k. Like, that's kind of crazy. I mean, we can go for level 8, but the problem with the level 8 one is there's no items there. And the only one that's there is that, and that's absolutely stupid. Do you know what it is though? Let's go have a look. Is it Fieldcraft? Or is it the Fieldcraft? I think the Fieldcraft's there for crafting. Yeah, there's the sample of hand and land tools. Oh, independent arms mender? No, that's an arms mender. Independent arms merchant. Here we go. 1 to 9. Oh, so this is just as weapons. And we don't have that. And they're only level 1 here, look. Well, they're level 8. Cancel. Yeah, I know about shops. Okay, that's just the arms. I want that's script and thingy, independent merchant, they sell just random stuff, that's fine. Destroy Outlast that we can't deal with yet. Because what we need is at least some level 5 gear. The problem is we don't have anything just yet. See that? I think that's also, yeah, that's also trade, so we can't do that yet. That's the retainer. Apothecary, potwatch. Aha, battlecraft armorer. Disciple of Hand and War gear, level 1 to 9. Okay, we can get a hat here, look. What else do we need here? We need to basically fashion everything up to level 5. Don't need to worry about that. So I need hands and legs. Let's see if we can get some legs. Got some new legs here. How can I sell stuff to you? Can I just sell stuff to you? That we can, look. It's not going to give us much, but you'll have to do for now. That's 1 gil each as well. No, because we haven't got the money. That's fine. That's totally fine. Alright, not wrong button. Let's see what the stuff that we have got. Look at the state of us. We look like we've just come out of frigging somewhere. Oh, man, I need... Let's have a look. So, we just need some hands, don't we? So, let's go to the hands. No, we don't want to go to level 10, we want to go to level 5. Because that's all we need. For the moment, at least, anyways. Oh, 200. God damn it. We need more money. We need more gil, guys. We need a way to make gil fast. And also, that's actually more than what actually is in the shop. So we need more. We need to find a way to make more gil. And that's where they started you off with more than like 400. Well, more than that. I'm pretty sure they gave you like 1,000 just to start off with. It's alright though. Let's have a look here what it's saying for my thing, and then we're going to figure it out. Because we can't continue on with the main story until we've got the gear. So what we might do is we might end here. Yeah, what I might do is end here because my food's going to be here in 25 minutes, so at least it gives me time to like have like 5 minutes to just sit down and relax, and then, you know, I can get my shopping in and do that. But then it also gives me a chance to come back tomorrow or whenever I've got some time to sort out the rest of my gear. I also want to hide that hat because I didn't like my hat. Right, hide the hat. There we go. So I hide the sword. It'll do. And eventually I'll get the stuff to hide all that stuff. We're going to get some money and whatnot. Eventually. Oh, are you showing that I can actually turn that in now, look. So that's fine. Let's go turn this mission in really quickly, and then we'll... Actually, no, we're going to end, and we can turn that mission in when we come back. I wouldn't do that, and I'd normally finish the mission, but because of the time and stuff, I feel like right now is perfectly time to get ready to finish. So, I already know who we're going to go raid. We're going to go raid a friend of mine called Mira MSQ. They're also a friend of that plays Final Fantasy. Right now they're playing Overwatch. But we're going to go raid, and we're going to go... Let's switch scene, and we're going to want to chat for a second. They play Final Fantasy, but I believe right now they are playing Where Winds Meet. So we're gonna go send you all over there. So go give them your love. Search and filter. We're at MSQ. That's the one we want. Yeah, so we're going to start the raid now. We are going to go head over there. So, guys, please make sure that if you are a subscriber to hit this one, and if you are a follower, you're more than welcome to use this one. And we'll go send our love over there. I'm also going to make sure that I copy this and do the same thing. Because, you know, I'm terrible for that sort of stuff. So just make sure that it worked. There we go. Perfect. But yeah, so we're going to go send you all over there. Thank you all for being here today. And we are going to continue this possibly next week. I am planning on continuing with my truck build next week as well. So, you know, that's definitely something we're going to do. But I just want to say thank you all for coming, guys. I absolutely love you all to bits. And we will see you next week for some truck building.